And this is my second article, 10 Things Italy Does Better Than Anywhere Else by Jordan Becchetti and Sylvia Marchetti for CNN, August 7, 2013, updated 1637 GMT 0037 HKT. Story highlights: Italy loves hot baths so much that it covers the cost of some therapies for citizens. Italy boasts the most beaches in Europe, 248 of which have been awarded blue flag status. Pizza great, but Italy truly shines in its amazing array of delicious desserts. CNN, pizza, pasta, Verdi, the Colosseum, runway models. We know Italy does some things incomparably well. But travelers to the elegant boot don't just want to eat spaghetti, deal with opera, and gawk at old ruins. Beyond the cliches, you'll find 10 other surprising ways in which Italy shines. 1. Flattering. Depending on whether or not you think the occasional catcall or butt grab is flattering, you'll find Italians are aggressively complimentary of friends and beautiful strangers alike. A historical tool for both disarming and diffusing, flattering is the fulcrum on which Italian society teeters. As Luigi Barzini writes in The Italians, the people have always employed such arts offensively to gain advantages, destroy rivals, and conquer power and wealth, and defensively as the squid uses ink to blind and confound powerful men, dictators, and tyrants. But you'll likely only notice the butt grabs. 2. Hot bath. If flattery doesn't get you out of your clothes, the peninsula's 380 spa sites offering healing mud and bubbles will. Oiling as much beneath the surface as its people, Italy pioneered the world's first large-scale spas, exporting them as they colonized Europe. Watering therapies include island baths, such as those on volcanic Istria, Tuscan hot springs, mountain baths in the town of Bormio, and the thermal park of Lake Garda. Just drinking the mineral-rich water in some places is reputed to be healthy. So convinced is the Italian government of the healing power of hot springs and geothermal mud packs that it covers the cost of some therapies for its citizens. The number 3 is cursing. Be in Italian or any other language, the accent of native Italy turns any expletive into a blunt force instrument. Rhythmic, staccato, and with an almost operatic legato that fuses syllables together like a hammer-on guitar note. Swearing here is a poor performer's art, inspired mostly by pigs. Anatomical exist points that end promiscuous women, Italian profanities, which vary by region, sound equal parts dramatic, angry, and comical. Powered by the passion characteristic of the Italian people, the results stung, intimate, and even charm their recipients, sometimes all at once. 4. Beach bombing. With 7,400 kilometers, 4,600 miles of coastline, Italy boasts the most beaches in Europe as well as 27 marine parks. Summer temperatures peak in many places at just below 30 C, 86 F, compared with the mid-20s, 70s F in France and Portugal. It's like swimming in tropical waters, minus the sharks and trinket hawkers. When it comes to beaches, it's a tough choice between blinding white dunes, pebble and even turf shores, but, 248 Italian beaches have been awarded blue flag status for clear waters and unspoiled sands. 5. Pop-up governments. Italians tear through regimes like their sports car to dinosaur juice. Since the end of World War II, Italy has established 62 governments under 38 prime ministers, 40 if you count Silvio Berlusconi's 3 total terms, and only one has lasted a full 5 years. Fearing the rise of another Mussolini, Italy's constitutional system years ago provided for a weak executive branch that requires majorities in both legislative houses just to get anything done. That, combined with an already fractured political landscape of small, warring parties, put Italy's average MPG months per government barely over 12. 6. Volcanoes. 10 active volcanoes allow Italy's geology to bend the way voting gives release to its citizens. The country's and Europe's largest volcano is Mountain Etna in Sicily, the world's second most active volcano after Hawaii's Mauna Loa. Etna's spectacular eruptions, soot-blackened scenery, lava flows, and extensive caves draw more than 1 million tourists a year. It leads TripAdvisor's top 10 must-see volcanoes list, along with 4 other Italian spouters, including Mountain Vesuvius. In June, Etna became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, joining 3 other Italian volcanoes, including the Aeolian Islands of Volcano. No translation prizes here. Lipari and Stromboli, known as the Mediterranean's lighthouse for its breathtaking eruptions. 7. Dessert. Apple pie is good and all, and it's never a bad time for a sticky slice of baklava. But for sheer volume and variety of treats, nothing beats Italian sweets. Much is made of the peninsula's food, the usual suspects being pizza, pasta, and antipasti. But the real stars of Italian cuisine are gelato, tiramisu, cannoli, Neapolitan, biscotti spumoni, tartuffe, zeppoli. Hail! Italy has nearly as many signature desserts as its head government. Italian confectioners work in all media too, combining cakes, cookies, and creams, both iced and otherwise, to create the world's vastest, tastiest arsenal of desserts. Ironically, Italians don't even really eat this stuff, most often preferring a piece of fruit or chocolate after a meal instead. 8. Caving. Rich in incredibly sea-like karstic landscapes, Italy is one of the most cave-packed countries on the planet, with more than 35,000 cavities above ground and thousands more underwater. Grotta Gigante holds the Guinness World Record for largest accessible cave on Earth at a yawning 850 meters, 2,788 feet wide, with 500 steps that descend 100 meters, 328 feet into the earth. Other notable caves include the Blue Grotto on Capri, where Emperor Tiberius loved to swim. Inside the Grotta del Vento, winds whip through its tortuous trails at 40 kilometers an hour. 9. Sports cars. Eliciting more turns per head than even its fashion models do. Italy's catalogue of exotic land jets is what Porsche drivers dream about. What began as a race car manufacturer in the 1930s has become the standard bearer of aspirational autos. In 2012, Ferrari sold just 7,000 cars but booked $3 billion in revenues. Meanwhile, Lamborghini may be owned by German Audi now, but the hips are still all Italiano. Pagani, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, these names are sex on wheels. Italy doesn't even crack the top 20 in global auto production, but for out of your league supercars that cover more a dozen male bedroom walls than Kate Upton, no other countries can outrace Italy. 10. River Cruise. Unlikely to be among the top 2 or 3 or 100 things that spring to mind when you think of Italy, river cruising on the peninsula is actually a vibrant business, and new routes keep opening up. Italian rivers aren't as long or easily navigated as those in the rest of Europe, but visitors can float from one beautiful UNESCO World Heritage Site to another. Po River Travel, UniWorld, and European Waterways offer week-long cruises that take in areas like the Venice Lagoon, Manuta, Padua, the Po Valley, and Verona, the city of Romeo and Juliet. More info: Euro River Cruises. This is the end of my second article. Thank you for listening.